My Three Sons is an American television comedy that aired from September 1960 to April 1972. Initially, it was broadcast on ABC for its first 5 seasons before moving to CBS for the remaining seasons. The series follows the life of widower and aerospace engineer Stephen Douglas, played by Fred MacRae, as he raises his 3 sons. In the 1940s, Fred MacRae was Hollywood's highest-paid actor, known for his surprising versatility, able to play the good guy as well as brilliantly explore the darker side in films like Double Indemnity. By 1959, thanks to Disney's The Shaggy Dog, he was considered the quintessential father figure, making it no surprise that he was chosen to lead My Three Sons, which, incidentally, also featured a shaggy dog. Over 12 seasons, the series accumulated an impressive 380 episodes. However, Albert declined the lead role. The series could have been entirely different had Albert played patriarch Steve Douglas, and there is no doubt that the production schedule would have been drastically different, something that will be discussed shortly. Albert also turned down the role of Wilbur in Mr. Ed, preferring to focus on his film career, though he eventually found a great TV home in the comedy Green Acres. The show aired on 2 different networks, which was uncommon, but even rarer was its success on both. The first 5 seasons aired on ABC before moving to CBS due to the transition to color. ABC was reluctant to cover the costs of producing the series in color, despite the fact that by then, most TV shows were already being filmed in color. Legendary animal trainer Frank in trained the dog Tramp, one of his many animals. Besides My Three Sons, he also trained Arnold the pig from Green Acres, as well as chimpanzees used in films and television, and the lovable mutts from Petticoat Junction and Benji. The title My Three Sons is actually incorrect, as throughout the show, MacRae's character, Stephen Douglas, had a total of 5 children. Mike, Robbie, and Chip made up the original trio, but he later adopted Ernie and eventually had a stepdaughter, Dodie. So technically, the show should have been called My 4 Sons and a Daughter, which would have been more accurate. At Fred MacRae's insistence, all episodes were filmed out of sequence throughout the show's run, using a technique now known as the MacRae method. He filmed all of his scenes in just 65 non-consecutive days. The main actors had their hair trimmed weekly to maintain continuity. All kitchen scenes were shot at the same time, as were all upstairs hallway scenes. This filming method remained relatively hidden until Don Lynn joined the cast as Dodie. Her front upper teeth grew irregularly throughout the 1969-70 season, barely visible in scenes with MacRae but clearly visible in scenes without him. William Frawley hated this filming approach and never felt comfortable with it. He was used to shooting in sequence, as with I Love Lucy. He truly enjoyed working on the show and did not want to leave. To make matters worse, he was replaced by William Demarest, whom he despised in real life. Frawley would sometimes visit the set after his departure to see the cast members and frequently suggested script changes, as he had done while on the show. Demarest eventually intervened and banned him from stepping onto the set again. Don Grady nearly quit the show when Tina Cole was cast as Katie. He felt she simply wasn't his type. Ironically, they eventually fell in love in real life and nearly got married, not once, but twice. Grady also spoke about working with William Demarest and William Frawley, remarking that Demarest was like Frawley after an AA meeting. Both were grumpy old men, but Frawley was much friendlier and more fun, while Demarest was just a cranky old man, very much like his character. The Douglas family's Dutch colonial-style house, With its recognizable stone exterior walls and distinctive roof, can be seen in the second season of Believe in Her to Be Happy. It also appeared in the 1962 film Panic in Year Zero, starring Ray Milland. The exterior shot is visible at the beginning of the movie. According to an interview with Stanley Livingston and Barry Livingston, the original pilot featured Ryan O'Neal as Robbie, but Fred MacMurray did not approve of him for the role. The part was then recast and res-hot with Don Grady. To this day, the original footage remains unreleased. However, Ryan O'Neal later made a guest appearance in a second season episode. Meredith MacRae is known to us as Sally Morrison, Mike's love interest on the show, but we also remember her for playing Billy Joe Bradley in Petticoat Junction. However, she holds a rather dubious Hollywood record. She once made 31 game show appearances in about a month. In addition to her sitcom roles, viewers likely saw MacRae in dozens of game shows, from Match Game to Hollywood Squares, Card Sharks, and the $10,000 Pyramid. She did so many that she actually lost count in a single month. Fortunately, someone kept track. A 1971 TV Guide article noted that her appearance on What's My Line was just one of the 31 game show appearances she made that month. Sadly, in 1999, she began experiencing vertigo and shorter memory loss. After evaluations, she was diagnosed with brain cancer, which had already progressed to stage 4. On July 14, 2000, MacRae passed away at her home in Manhattan Beach at the young age of 56. Her body was cremated, and her ashes were scattered in the Pacific Ocean off the California coast. Go back and watch an episode of this great 1960s show. It will take you back in time.
Here we end. Thank you for your attention. Like and subscribe. There are many interesting things ahead. Good luck.